Yo, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Listen, man, I got a couple questions for you today. Yes, you sitting, watching right there, I got questions for you. But before I even ask you these questions, I need you to imagine that you were just informed yesterday, an hour before you went to sleep, that you would just live your last day. How do you think you will feel about the way that you spent your time? Would you be disappointed in yourself for being complacent for too long? Would you be angry about your failure to take advantage of the several life-changing opportunities that have been presented to you over the course of your life? Maybe you will regret focusing too much on work and not spending enough time with your family and your friends. But the most important question that I have for you is, how do you think God will feel about the way that you spent your last few moments? It's a question that most of us have probably heard already, but haven't really taken the time to consider. And because of that, I want to give you an opportunity to consider that question right now. I got two verses for you from the book of Psalms, chapter 39, verses 4 through 5. King David writes, "Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that my days are numbered and how fleeting life is. You have made my life no longer than the width of my hand." Hold your hand out in front of you like this and look how long it is. Unless you got hands like Shaq or somebody, they're probably relatively short. That's a short life. Look at my hands, man. I ain't really that long. My entire lifetime is but a moment to you at best. It's just a brief moment. Each of us is but a breath. So real quick, just blow out real quick. You see how quick that was? Only blow out if you brush your teeth this morning though. See how fast that was? That's crazy. That's your life right there, passing you by. You're wasting time, it's going even quicker. But no, look, in all seriousness, man, time is one of the most valuable gifts that God has given to each of us. But we have a responsibility to steward our time in a way that pleases and honors God. So what does this look like practically, right? How do we apply this to our lives specifically? This is gonna look different from person to person, but I came up with this 3-step strategy that I feel like will be useful to you and to myself as well. I've been trying to implement this in my own life. So step number 1 is gonna be evaluation of all your activities, right? You're gonna assess your life to determine what you spend the most amount of time on. This is gonna give you the wisdom and the clarity to proceed with step number 2. Number 2 is gonna be elimination, right? Now you got a clean house. You got to get rid of any and everything that's not adding value to your life or creating a distraction in your life. Keep in mind here that it may not be the activity itself, but maybe it could be the amount of time you spend on this activity. You may just need a better schedule for it. Once you've eliminated all the useless activities in your life, now it's time to create a plan to stay on track. This is going to lead us to step number 3, which is execute the plan. The follow through is what's going to make all the difference, right? If you don't apply any of these principles, they won't be effective for you. So I would encourage you to pray and ask God to give you the wisdom you need to better manage one of the most valuable gifts that He's entrusted to you. Right, one more verse before I get up out of here. Psalm 90 verse 12. It says, "Lord, teach us to number our days so that we may get a heart of wisdom." My desire is to see every single person watching this become the person that God has called them to be. But it starts with the way that we manage and use our time. Y'all have a blessed week. Until next time, I'll see you then.